walked in with the plug. Walked in with the plug. I walked in with the plug. I walked in with the plug. You know that we serving each other. You know that we serving each other. You know that we serving.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Destini Myier with the Plug Radio LA, straight out of Hollywood, California. This segment is called The Hookup, where you get hooked up with all the latest artists and entertainment. Today we have an actor here, James Salsman. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, where you came from, and how you got where you are now.
Absolutely. Name is James Salsman, like she spoke of. Basically, I have over 18.5 years. Grew up in a small city called Fort Smith, Arkansas. Growing up with some trials and tribulations, if you will, and ranging from emotional, physical abuse, and to moving forward to joining the military, being a cancer survivor. I have over 18.5 years in. I'm a captain, and I'm also in the reserves now. I just came up active last year, and pursue my acting career while going to LA Film School for film production. That's basically everything in a nutshell.
Okay, so let's start with the youth and the child abuse and everything. Because they say, comedians and actors and musicians who have had a harder childhood kind of cope with that and like hone in on it in their craft. Do you feel that?
Yeah, so as far as expressions and acting, I'm able to really portray and show emotion pretty well. And what kind of helps me to thrive in the acting arena is, the positive energy I portray and I, project, and I, of course, reciprocate or sponge it back, if you will. And I love people. I love people. No matter what color you are, it can be purple, pink, polka dots. I don't care, as long as you're a good person, we'll get along just fine.
How did you cope with it as a child, growing up?
I used to watch TV and practice doing like voices of people I heard I liked on TV. I used to draw, still can draw, matter of fact, sculpt, sing a little something I heard and everything, and I'd be up in another attic room and they'd be, shut up! Be late at night and like, well, nothing else to do.
So it was just anything to get away, kind of.
Right.
Anything creative to move yourself away from
right.
where you were.
Absolutely.
So, as you got older and you moved into the military, did you, coping with that and the military, do you feel like you have PTSD at all?
Not so much for the military per se. A little bit of some anxiety issues, because a lot of stress you deal with in the military. I mean, a lot of pressure you're under, and the higher up in rank you get, the worse the stress is, if you will. But me, I mean, I could have a bad day, right, a horrible day, but I would go in every single day with a positive attitude. It's a new day, and I would just keep it moving, man. And if it was a bad day, same thing. The next day, I'd be positive. And some of the coworkers, they would be like, wow, how you do it? How do you keep on coming in with a positive attitude every day? Like, well, it's a new day. It's not the same day. The day's done.
Right. You gotta
it's
move
a new
on.
one. Keep it moving.
How long have you been acting?
Been acting since August of 2015.
So you just started.
Just started.
You're brand new, and you're having lead roles and everything. How did you move so quickly in the entertainment industry?
I'm a person that's all about networking.
Okay.
And meeting people wherever I can, at any point in time. It could be like, a grocery store, whatever, someone that's just talking to them and everything, because I have that personality. And just by talking to people, new people, I get to know them, and I find out what jobs they're doing. And some of them, could be like directors or writers, or know somebody who knows somebody, or whatever. And before you know it, I've got connections.
So you were telling me, you were bullied when you were younger, and now you're kind of an anti-bully. You're on the anti-bully campaign.
Right.
What would you say toward that campaign right now?
In regards to...
It just says, to say something to bullies or people being bullied, what would you say to them?
People being bullied, I would say, if you're being bullied by someone, you need to go out there and find someone to talk to. Tell them what's going on so they can nip that in the bud, because that can cause issues in regards to like mental scars later on in life. So it's best to go ahead and take care of it now. Who cares what everybody else thinks, man? It's you. Are you going to be with those people the rest of your life that you're going to school with? No. Do this for yourself. And, fight against, people that are bullying. You see other people getting bullied, take a stand and stick up for those people. Help them out. They need the help. How about fear and what they're going through. It's not right at all, period. It's unacceptable.
Moving back toward the acting, you said you were in roles and you have roles coming up. Can you tell us a little bit about that? What we'll see you in soon?
Yeah, so I've done several short films. I'm also in a YG music video called One Time Coming. I'm the cop chasing the perpetrator.
Trying to take away young nigga. Celebrate, doing a money dance. Walk in his pit looking like 100 grand.
On that one, I have a lead role in what's called The Holder, and that's a pilot being submitted to Netflix and a few other broadcasting stations that everyone believes is going to blow up. So looking forward to that happening, and of course having longevity for my role playing a sheriff who has a daughter, and just many seasons to come, and it's blowing up from there.
You were telling me earlier that from starting only in 2015 as an actor, you have reached a lot of your goals. What goals are you pushing for now that you've reached, the lead roles and acting constantly? What are you looking to do now?
So everything that you do in life, you want to set short-term goals with your long-term, right? So as you're chipping away at each short-term goal, right, you're getting closer and closer, and before you know it, you're right there at your long-term goal. But you have to set these small-term goals, right? And of course, they're reachable goals. And as you're chipping away, you're getting a step closer. It's like you're climbing a ladder, right? And before you know it, you're at the top. And as I was kind of saying, growing up, I'm the only kid on my dad's side that has a college degree that's done something with his life. One of the goals was to join the military and graduate Marine Corps boot camp. Did that. Get sergeant. Got that in the Marines. Joined the Army. And deployed overseas, came back, was overseas for record freedom 02 to 03, came back, had a 4-year gap, but decided to do Army National Guard. I did ROTC, got my 4-year degree, so the next goal was a 3-year degree, bam, and commissioned to an officer. Got that, bam. And then the last one for the military is to make captain, and I got that. I have, like I stated earlier, I have 18.5 years in, doing 2.5 more. Calling the rap for that, and mainly focusing on my acting career and blowing up. And anybody I can bring with me on the train to the top, hey, I'm grabbing your hand, hop on, going to the top.
Awesome. So you were telling me, you were in the motorcycle accident.
Yes.
And you were also a cancer survivor. Do you think those traumatic situations helped push you to move forward with your acting career?
Yes, it doesn't harden you per se, but so from the motorcycle accident, which happened August of 2013, did a full body scan. They found I had this huge growth on my left kidney. And so after I healed up from my burns in my body, troubles in my body, is covered in road rash, and now a person that says wear your proper protective equipment, your PPE, as they say in the military, because you never know. I mean, I was just going to buy a waterproof cover for my grill. I mean, a nice big home and garden grill. I love to do some barbecue. I never made it. And I was only wearing a short sleeve shirt, shorts, tennis shoes, which the left one got shredded off, a helmet, no gloves. So that was a lesson learned. And the pain I went through, oh my gosh, my wife would unwrap my bandages, right, every day. And on a scale of 1 to 10, the pain was a 21. Because just imagine your flesh being ripped off. So I'm an advocate for wear protective equipment when you're on a motorcycle. I don't care how far you're going. Most accidents happen within a couple of miles from your home. So I'm an advocate for wearing your stuff. So I went and saw a urologist after I healed up from, like I said, my burns and whatnot, and he believed 95%. It was the aggressive cancerous tumor growing on my left kidney, so he said we need to operate now. So my excuse the language shit factor, my pucker factor went like that, and I was like, oh my god. I was just like scared. And within 3 weeks, got operated on. The surgery was October 28, 2013. They removed my left kidney with the softball, tumor, and fatty tissues surrounding it. Biopsied it and told me 2 weeks later it was stage 3 out of 4, but they got it, which is good. So every 6 months I go in and get checked out and whatnot. But this just made me like, you know what? I didn't let this stop me. I'm still moving, but I'm not sitting here saying, oh, for me or whatever and whatnot. I'm using that as more fire. To get me just to keep on going. I survived that major motorcycle accident. I freaking survived cancer, and I only have 1 kidney, and I'm still moving, man. And I'm not going to stop until my last and final breath. And I will get to the top.
Tell me how everything that's happened, and you're pushing forward, right? How do you feel this is impacting your career? Like, have you taken this in as an actor and you're just like, I'm pushing, and you learned from it and you grew? How is that impacting you as an actor? Do you push it into your craft, or what do you do?
Well, everyone has hurdles in life, and I consider that just another hurdle. That's a big, major hurdle, or speed bump, whatever you want to call it, right? And I just take that. I just, know life's like a roller coaster. You're gonna have your ups and downs, but before you know it, the roller coaster's gonna come to a stop. You're gonna see the light. You come out, like, for example, it's a tunnel, and you're in a roller coaster in a tunnel, and you're at the end. You know where you are. You're at the finish line, like in a race. And I'm gonna get there, and I know I am. I'm very positive. I'm very driven. The Marine Corps gave me that tenacity, that drive to never stop, never surrender, never quit. And I haven't throughout my life, and like I said, I won't till that's rough.
If you had to give advice to people who are trying to make it in the acting industry, what would you say?
I would tell them to go ahead and get your profiles made up on actorsaccess.com, lacasting.com. Get your headshots, at least 3 major headshots, one business-like. If you do police, a handyman / plumber, construction worker, do that. Have those 3 at least. Have those uploaded onto your profile. And then when you get the email, submit. All you gotta do is click on your picture on there, and it's up to them to see whether your picture fits the profile or not.
But you can't win it unless you're in it. So before we get out of here, go ahead and tell them where they can find you: Instagram, Twitter, everything.
Okay. So on Instagram, my name is James_W_Salsman. On Twitter, it's James Salsman. And how you can really find me on the picture, one of them, I think possibly both of them are changed now, has me with Thor off the Avengers. I've gone to the Golden Globes a couple times, the Emmys with a couple of friends. One guy that always gets me in, his name is Marcus Shyrock. He's the one that got me into acting, prior Marine. And on Facebook is James Salsman on Facebook.
Perfect. There you go. This is James Salsman. I'm Destini Myier with the Plug Radio LA, where you get plugged and stay connected. Subscribe, like, and comment on YouTube.